Okay, so today I'm here with The Body Shop and I am going to talk you through how to create a smoky eye on every single eye shape. But before we get down to that, let's first take a look at The Body Shop's new eyeshadow palettes called the Down to Earth eyeshadow palettes. Now, as you can see, these are neutral, natural, earthy tones that will suit any eye color and really bring out the best in it, because we're able to use these colors to enhance, increase the size of the eye, increase the intensity of the eye so that you get amazing standout eyes. The pigmentation and sheer blendability of these is absolutely amazing because they give a really intense effect, but also with the ability to blend really easy, which is what you need when you're going about trying to create a smoky eye. So when it comes to eyeshadows, the world is really your oyster. You can pick any colors that make you happy. It really doesn't matter. But there are certain colors that can really help to make eye colors pop. So for example, if you've got brown eyes, then the Down to Earth eyeshadow palette 01 has got that really nice gold shade in it, and gold can really help to bring out brown eyes. Or if you've got green eyes, then the Down to Earth eyeshadow palette in 04, which contains these plummy tones, will really help to make green eyes pop. But again, it really doesn't matter because it really boils down to what's your favorite color. A good example is the eyeshadow palette in 05. Now this contains your standard smoky eye, but it's also got this amazing midnight blue, which really does intensify any smoky eye. So whether you have green eyes or brown eyes or blue eyes, it really doesn't matter. Just pick the shades that make you happy. And you've also got the Down to Earth 8 eyeshadow palette, which contains 8 eyeshadows. And in here you've got everything to create a natural neutral eye, an everyday eye, or a really deep, dark, intense smoky eye, or anything in between. So it's entirely up to you. So what we're going to do now is talk you through how to create a smoky eye on every single eye shape. So let's make a start. So before we get started, I'm going to be showing you the exact placements on how to apply eyeshadow for a smoky eye on your eye shape. And the way I'm going to do that is by laying down color in exact placements on the eye. So I may lay down color here on a light, and a medium I may go into the crease, and the dark I may go at the lash line. So I'm just going to be placing the color to give you a reference point for where you should be placing color for your smoky eye. And when we come to my eye shape at the end, I'll be showing you a full demonstration of how to create a smoky eye. So let's make a start. So the first eye shape we're going to talk about is the Monolid eye shape. What you want to do is create a little bit of light. So by using a light eyeshadow, you want to sweep this underneath the brow bone and on the inner corners of the eyes to open up and create space. Next, you're going to take a medium shade and you're going to apply this from the inner corner all the way into the center of the eye and just into the crease. So we're creating depth and warmth to that area of the eye. Next, you're going to take a darker shade and apply this from the outside corner close to the lash lines, and you're going to keep blending and smudging it up and out so that it meets the two shades and creates that smoky effect so that the eye at the outer end is slightly darker than this inner portion. Next, with an eyeshadow or a pencil, you're going to trace along the upper lash line and smoke it and smudge it out to create a smudgy, smoky eye where it's really deep at the lash line and then bleeds out into nothing. Also, if you want to elongate slightly, when you're smoking out that lash, just take it and just drag it out ever so slightly, and you can connect the two up at the outer corner as well. And that is how you create a smoky eye for a monolid. Next, we're going to talk you through how to create a smoky eye on an upturned eye. So the first thing you need to do is take a nice light shade and apply this all over the entire eyelid, all the way up to the brow bone. Regardless of what shade it is, make sure that you always blend it on the outside edges so that it blends in with your skin tone. Next, you're going to take a medium shadow and you're going to apply this into the crease of the eye, down onto the eyelid, and then you're just going to follow the shape. So you're going to take it into the crease and then you're going to drag it out to create this elongated, lifted effect. So it's going into the crease, onto the eyelid, and then pulling up and out to get that really beautiful elongated effect. Next, take a pencil or an eyeshadow, the darkest of the three, and smudge it into the lower lash line and onto the bottom part of the lower lash line. This will give that intensity and that smoky feel to the eye. And again, just smudge it up and out slightly at the very outer corner to complete this look, and that will give you this perfect elongated, lifted eye. Okay, so next we're going to talk about downturned eyes. So what we want to do here is create a little bit of a lift to the eye. We're going to take a nice light shimmery shadow and apply this to the entire eyelid and to the outer corner of the brow bone. Next, with a medium shadow, we're going to apply this to the eyelid from the outside corner, working our way into the inner corner, then up into the crease. And what we want to do is just create a slight lift on the outside corner by taking it into a diagonal or a 45-degree angle, just to give it a bit of a lift, to lift up that outside corner. Again, with your deeper shade, either a pencil or a powder, smudge it along the lower and upper lash lines to create real depth and intensity. And as you come to the outside corner, following that elongated 45-degree angle, we're very lightly going to smudge it up and out. And that completes the downturned eye, smoky eye tutorial. Next is hooded eyes. So the first thing we need to do is use a light to medium shade and apply this all over the eyelid, and then whatever's left on the brush, bring all the way up to the brow bone. Next, take a slightly deeper shade and apply this to the eyelid and then up slightly into the crease of the eye. So just above where the eye is open, we want to take that second color and bring it up. This is going to open up the eye and start to build that smokiness. Take that same shade and run it underneath the lower lash line as well. And finally, as with all smoky eyes, to create that intensity, take a dark shadow or a pencil and smudge it along the upper and lower lash line. That gives, again, that real smoky feeling. So with this eye, what we've done is we've used a light to medium shadow to begin with, then a deeper shadow into the crease in the eyelid, and finally, that really deep, dark shadow along the lash line and underneath, and smudged it, and that gives the perfect smoky eye for a hooded eye. Next, we've got a smoky eye for a round eye. So what we want to do is apply a nice light eyeshadow to the eyelid and focus on the inner corners. So right here around the tear duct area, make sure that that area is highlighted as well. Next, you're going to take your medium shadow and starting in the crease of the eye, you're going to apply this a third of the way in and then down onto the outside corner, and again blend a third of the way in. So we're just coloring in this outer third section of the eye. And finally, use a deep eyeshadow or pencil, smudge it along the upper lash line and really get it into the roots of the lash, and that completes the smoky eye for a round eye. And finally, we have the almond shaped eye. So let's talk you through how to create a beautiful smoky eye. First, take a light shade and apply this all over the eyelid and focus on the inner corner around the tear duct area and the brow bone. In a V shape, apply a medium to deep eyeshadow and create a triangular V sort of section. So a sideways V, start here and then bring it down so it connects to the lower lash line. So you're drawing a V in this area, and then blend that in about a third of the way. And finally, all you need to do is take a dark eyeshadow or pencil, start from the outside corner and smudge it really close to the lash line with your pencil or a brush, connect it on the outside corner, and you have the most beautiful elongated smoky eye. And there you go, that is how to create a smoky eye on different eye shapes. I really hope you found this useful and helpful. And just remember, practice, because you will get better every time you do it. It's a really simple process with a smoky eye. It's usually always 3 colors, a light, a medium, and a dark. And with the final color, just make sure it's really intense and dark at the lash line. And then when you go to curl your eyelashes and apply mascara, you will have the most beautiful smoked out effect where it's really dark at the lash line and the rest of the color bleeds and blends out into nothing. And that is how you create a smoky eye. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to check out the palettes by The Body Shop, the Down to Earth eyeshadow palettes, because they truly are absolutely beautiful. And I'll see you all soon. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.